A man couldn't shake the feeling of being watched in his sleep. Night after night, he tossed and turned, haunted by an unseen presence. One evening, he jolted awake, heart pounding. The room was pitch black, save for a faint glow coming from the bathroom. Trembling, he crept towards the light. His fingers fumbled for the switch, flooding the small space with harsh fluorescence. He blinked, adjusting to the sudden brightness. Then he saw it. There, in the center of his forehead, was a third eye, lidless, unblinking, staring back at him from the mirror. He stumbled backward, breath catching in his throat. This couldn't be real. It had to be a dream. But as he watched, horrified, the eye began to move. It darted left, then right, taking in its surroundings with alien curiosity. The man's own eyes widened in terror. He raised a shaking hand to his forehead, fingers inching closer to the grotesque addition. Just before he made contact, the third eye swiveled to meet his gaze. It blinked once, slowly, deliberately. A chill ran down his spine. This eye, it wasn't his. Something else was looking out through his skin, observing the world through a window of flesh. He wanted to scream, to claw at his face until the abomination was gone, but he couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The eye seemed to grow larger, filling his vision. He could see himself reflected in its glassy surface, a tiny, terrified figure trapped in an endless loop of horror. Days passed. The man barely slept, barely ate. He covered all the mirrors in his house, but he could still feel it watching, always watching. Sometimes, in the dead of night, he swore he could hear it whispering. Secrets, truths, things no human was meant to know. He tried to tell others, but they couldn't see it. To them, his forehead was smooth and unblemished. They began to whisper about his sanity, about the wild look in his eyes. But he knew the truth. He wasn't crazy, he was chosen. Chosen for what? He didn't know. But as the days wore on, he found himself listening more closely to those whispered revelations. And sometimes, when he thought no one was looking, he would peel back the bandage he now wore constantly and gaze into that third eye. It blinked back at him, a conspirator, a friend. The eye wasn't his. But maybe, just maybe, it could be.